Right then, a little look at what I found on Wednesday. Wednesday was a small carboot sale after the enormous stuff that went on at the weekend, but I still managed to find a few interesting bits and pieces. So let's crack on. First up is this ratchet set in a tin. Now compare this, the quality of this, to those brittle tins that I had the other day. That, you know, look at this, look. They were beautifully made. This is made of very cheap, thin metal. It's bent all over the place, so I'm going to have a lot of work to clean this up. I'm not even sure of the make of this, but it's complete. That's what I like. Is there any name? No, I can't see any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Got a feeling there might be a small piece. No, 6 pieces. It's just that it's all bent at the back here. Is there any name on that? It's green in colour. I think that might have been its original. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't see anything on there. So, an unknown socket set that needs a lot of work to tidy up, but still it goes in the socket sets. If I can look at it, it's just awful. Oh, I'm going to have to correct that. That is just a mess, so I'm going to have to correct that because that will annoy me. Right, I found in this pretty tatty old box a dowelling jig. I'm really sure of the make, and the box is in a poor state, but it is complete, even though here we go, it's a Woden, yeah. Oh, there's a nice sticker. Woden, guaranteed, trademark, British made dowelling jig. Now I don't know how this one works. I'll have some fun trying to figure it out, but it has its various drill bit sizes, guides, and they must go in there, I suppose, to whichever size bit you're drilling the hole in, and it slides backwards and forwards, I think. Yeah, that's going to take a little bit of fiddling around with, but that'll be fun. But it's a Woden, so that's a nice find. How much did that cost me? £1, I think virtually everything was £1. Now I'm not going to get this in anymore. Oh, the old problem. Hey, there we go. I'm going to have to fix that lid up as well. I don't like things being tatty, so that'll have to be tidied up. So nice. Now, this was definitely £1, and I haven't even looked. Looks to me like various adapted, because this is auger bit shape, isn't it? That's got a make on it there. In Woden, London, I think that says. That's one to look up. Various bits. That's for a Yankee driver, isn't it? And he's adapted it. All these are adapted. I noticed everything on this store had been adapted in some way. Who's that say on there? That's upside down. Well, it says Sheffield. I need cleaning. Yeah, that one's just cut and been hammered off by the look of it. That's a nice little bolster chisel, and a small one with a name on the side. Ainsons. Yeah, Ainsons maybe. Yeah. Standard drill bit there, nothing too excited. These are odd little brace bits. Got a punch there. That has got a make on it. Again, it will need Sheffield, England, but I can't read it because Warrington, Wolf. These must. I mean, he's had a go with these. What's been gone on with these? But there you go. There's quite a few of them. That's a nice one. I bet that's a Stanley. Been rubbed off, but that's quite a large one. Angle screwdrivers being adapted and faffed about with. again, something else that's been adapted and faffed about with. A screwdriver for your brace, and another one of those. So, another pound, mystery box pound. There you go. Right, now, let's start with measuring pieces, which are not, I don't tend to get many, but I seem to have found a few recently. This one has got an interesting font. It's pretty well used. It's quite stiff and it's quite a quality make, but I can't find a make on it yet, so I suspect it's a Raybone. These things generally are. It's well used, it's old, it's got some real age to this. So that will need a little clean up, next to nothing. This nice thing though, this is a I really don't know if you can see that, 1951. Standard spring steel, made in England. Oil joint, it says there. Inches, of course. The numbering is quite interesting. Just the font is quite sweet on there. I like that. I can't see a make. It's a case of getting the light in the right place, isn't it, with things like this? No, I can't see a make yet. It'll be to do with that 1951 number, won't it? Why 1951? I think that's, yeah, made in England, which is quite nice because I think my parents got married in 52. But so they were courting when this was made. Now, I don't know if you know of his channel, Nash Rathbone. This week he found a slide rule. And on Wednesday, I found exactly the same slide rule. His, I think, is in better condition. But I thought I've got to get that. There's all the instructions, I suppose, on how to use it on the back. But I've never used one. I think he didn't have instructions with it. But I need a little bit of play, a little bit of wax. It'll be interesting to find out a bit about that. But yeah, slide rule to go with the other rules today. I got another rule, another 12-inch classic school ruler, but this one's metal and imperial. Ignore Frankie, he's obviously something has gone on outside. Decimeters, yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I think that's 10 mil, 1 mil is decimeter. Well, it says made in decimeters. 1,000 meters equals 1 kilometer. So it's obviously during that period when we were swapping over. So that would be the 70s, because I was at school right when that happened, in primary school. And first few years of schooling I was taught imperial, and then all of a sudden they changed to metric, which baffled us. And it wasn't until I left school as a at 16 that I began to work out the differences between the two. But yeah, 10 set of Robin, it belonged to Robin. Yeah, school rule, helix. Didn't we all have a tin of helix, like protractors and triangles, and in a little box? Helix. Anyway, right, now getting a bit more specialist. Do you know what this is? Yeah, it looks older than it is. It's not that old. I had one in my toolkit for years. It looks like it says thin tight, not tit. That's just me. And a patent number on it. So I'll give you until the end of the video, work out what that is. But I'll tell you. We'll come back to that. Now I picked up this screwdriver because it looks like a Steadfast. It's definitely got the font and the same sort of feel of material on there. But it's one of these screwdrivers where you twist that and it opens up. Now, I'm sure there might be a button or something that should have been on that. It looks a bit small to operate. What it does, I'm not 100% sure. It might be a gripping feature for small screws, could well be. It's a bit stiff in there, so it might need a little dribble of oil. But yeah. It could be just a gripping feature. I don't know. And it says on there, someone's also put Robin. Maybe it's the same fella, don't know. Slotted. It says slot grip, made in Britain. That's definitely feels patent number. I've got a patent number, so I can look that up. And I thought that might have been a shortened handle, but it isn't. And I've got a feeling that's a steadfast. Need a little bit of research on that. That'll be fun to look into. Now, Axor. Another weird junior Axor to add to the thousands of junior Axors I've got. But yeah, it's an odd one. I thought I'll have that. The fellow was throwing this stuff away at 50p's and pounds. I could not take it. And this I bought. Again, 50p. I don't think there's a mark on it, but I liked it because of the shape of the handle at the top. What a softy I am. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll give that to the missus because she'll like things like that. I picked up Spear and Jackson short tenon saw. Really, I wanted the brass off the back, but that's not a very old one, is it? There is a couple of kinks in the blade, but I haven't bought a saw in ages. So we got a saw, and then I found this little adjustable. Now, it's bent, so it's going to need a little bit of work straightening up. It's had a fairly hard life. It looks like it's been hit on the top there, on the back there, with a hammer, and the teeth are a little bit fuzzy. But and it's no obvious make that I found yet, but it's got this lovely font where it says, if I'm in the right place, 801. Just by looking at the font, it looks old. So yeah, I think I've got similar ones to these, but that'll need a little bit of a straighten, and that'll need a little bit of a straighten there. But fun little project. Now, my best buy, and I have to admit, I absolutely love this. We've all seen those, I think, hopefully anyway, those egg beater type hand drills, the sealed ones in aluminium. The idea being that it's completely sealed, so you don't need to oil them. They're oilless, and you don't catch your finger or anything in them. Yeah, I've got a few of those, but not one on this scale. Look at this monster. Look at that. 2-speed, so you can, and it works perfectly well. Like that. So, take the bolt out, put the handle back on. And it's a breast drill. And it works perfectly well. But look at the size of it. Never seen anyone this big. And it works nicely. And of course you jam yourself in there to drill your hole. And this is adjustable. That comes out completely. We had to look around the store to find the various handles and bits that were missing all over the place. But we managed to put it all together. This is a Leil. Leil Major, it says on there. Now, I looked up Leil. Leil is short for Leytonstone Tool Works, or tool manufacturers. And that's nice, isn't it? Slow, fast, not really sure what that is. And yeah, E10, Leytonstone, they used to be made, and they shortened their name to Leil, I think in 66. And what is that pin that's pushing out? That's hurting. That's going to have to go back in, yeah. And yeah, so this is the same age as me, but I didn't find that out until afterwards. And that they changed their name from Leytonstone Tool Works to Leil in 1966, so same age as me. But I've never seen one of these this size, weight, and that is going to look lovely up on the wall. Just because I'm not going to do anything with it other than take this mould rust off, and it works beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. What a lovely thing. That was a lovely £3 that cost me. Absolutely gorgeous. That's my favourite thing of the day. And there's one more thing I forgot to have over here, so bear with me a second. Ugh. I found another little oddment thing, which was this barrel. I quite like wooden barrels. I don't know why. It is what it is, isn't it? Now this one says, from the teak of HMS Sirdar. Now, I had to look that up. And it turns out it's a First World War submarine destroyer ship, which I think was decommissioned in the 30s, I think, 36 or something, in Wales. And obviously with the bits and pieces they took off it, they turned these into barrels. Now I've looked online and there's loads of these. This from the Sirdar. Now I was wondering what they're made from, because the ship itself looks like it's a steel built ship. So all could this come from? Maybe the deck? I mean, if it was a wooden ship, I'd have thought it would come from the mast. But I don't think it had a wooden mast. Why would it? It's a metal ship. Steam, oh not steam, it'd be coal powered I suppose, wouldn't it? Oil maybe. But yeah, so this is probably made from decking planks or something, or maybe the handrails on the boat, I don't know. But I thought that was a nice little find. And that cost me the whole of £1.50. I think you put it's a matchstick holder. All the ones online are very similar, so they're either fake or they're all batched from the same ship. But yeah, I like that. So that's going to live up there for the minute. That'll live there. I'll come back to this final. Did you figure out what it is? It's an electrician's bush key. Now, I'll try and explain what that is without the bits in front of me. As this is for 25mm bushes, and this is for 20mm bushes. Now, this is old, so it might be an imperial one. I don't know, until I get my hands on some old brass bushes. But when you put a socket in the back of a wall, and you have a conduit going to it, you connect the box to the conduit with a brass bush into the coupling underneath. So there's not a lot of room to get into the box to tighten the brass bush. Quite often you do it with a pair of pliers. But this fits into the bush and you can turn it. And yeah, as I say, 20mm and 25mm, or this could be an imperial one. I'll have to look up the patent number. But yeah, use these all the time, still do. There's only one other type with a flat end, flat rounded end, that is used today. Well, and these are still used, so it's still a very usable tool. But yeah, electrician's bush key for doing brass bushes on electrical boxes. Anyway, that's me lot for Wednesday. Hope there was something interesting there. I enjoyed this one. I found some, I didn't expect to find anything, and I found 2 or 3 interesting finds and this lovely old thing. So I was supposed to say hello to my grandson. So hello Toby, hello Oscar, and baby Piper. And yes, as Ashley, their dad, always says to me, I'm supposed to say like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. See you on the next one.